Now, this question is from one of our students, and you don't have to all answer it, but you can certainly shed some light on it. How should I try to differentiate myself from all the other college graduates in the career race? Harry?
I think the most important thing in hiring an employee is their attitude. I really have always believed as a manager, and I've been in business for a very long time, that you hire for attitude and you can train for skill. And I mean, that's a broad generalization. Obviously, if you need an engineer, you need an engineer. But in general, if you're choosing between two engineers, for me, it's preparing yourself to recognize your place in the organization and the place the organization has in the economy. And of course, we're a nonprofit. I'm always looking for people who believe that the future will be green and are willing to work towards that. And so I think that, and the other thing that really ticks me off when a candidate walks in and hasn't looked at our website, you forget it. If there's a typo in the resume or the cover letter, I'm not interested. I won't even, we have so many people applying that I don't even bother to interview those people. So, I mean, those are some of the things that stick out for me.
Keith?
For me, I look for a student that is not just getting a degree and going to school every day and doing nothing else. I look for extracurricular activities. I look for interests and organizations that would be of benefit to their career path. And just like you said, I look for attitude in the interview. Resume, yes, it's very important, but I'll be honest, I look at the resume just to basically see what they have. And it's the face-to-face. And so if I don't know if anybody out here is, obviously someone asked this question, so it must be, practice. You know, it's tough when you go into an interview and get asked questions. And one of my partners loves asking weird things like, how would you guesstimate how many manhole covers there are in the city of San Diego? What? Obviously you don't know the answer, but he wants to see the rationale, you know, your logical deduction of how you would get to that, if any. And so, once again, I'm a little bit different, you know, engineering type stuff, so that's what we look for.
Vince?
Two things, actually three things. Number one, do research in college. And when you apply, tell me what your research uncovered. I'm looking at, we have a position that's open right now for a project manager, construction project manager. And we received 173 resumes for one position, okay? There were two people that put their picture on their resume. Those people are coming in for an interview. And I'll tell you why, it's unfair, it's probably a terrible thing. But there's a human being attached to that picture, whereas the other folks are a bunch of text. And as you heard earlier, I'm trying to read the resume, and believe me, I'm really trying to read it, but at some point, I hate to say it, they all start to flow the same. So what I really want to know is, what did you do? Like, what problem did you identify and then solve? If you can make your entire resume, this is the same as applying for a job. You will separate yourself from 99% of the herd.
Thank you. Now let me go back to one of my questions.